Alright, my Gojis. It is time for me to be friggin' thorough here, okay? Because if y'all can see the thumbnail, yeah, it's happened again for the third or fourth time. Uh yeah, so I guess Bella the Hedgehog's back to being a stalker in some ways. That's perfect. Um So, as you can tell by some of the screenshots, this all happened on Instagram. I have a quote unquote spy account on Instagram. Um, uh, uh, the way to identify it would be a red Ceratosaurus toy, in general garb, right? Um, but yeah, man. Apparently, Bella the Crystal Hedgehog is back. Um, Now, before you Gojis ask, oh, Goji is going to go on a tangent about he's so upset that Bella is now back. Well, yes, I am upset that Bella is now pulling this shit again, but thing is, one, I called it again. I knew she would be back one of these days. I knew she wasn't done, considering how Max has been handling her. And two, this is not a stream to back up Max. It isn't. Um, but there has been a lot going on. Why am I not? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much what I said in my head when I saw this shit go down. Just like I can't be surprised anymore. Um. By the way, hello TJ and hello Showa fan. Nice to see you. But and as I was saying, this stream is not going to back up Max. Not this time. Um, because just like last time before the whole Venus thing happened, where in which Venus and the people defending her, yeah, that side was obviously the better side in this. In that drama, I mean. But in this, both sides are absolutely messed up in both ways, man. Um, but yeah, this is also a rant on a few posts on Max's Insta. Well, not a rant towards Max, but just a critique. Um, so, um, so apparently Max saw my stream where I was reviewing his channel, which formerly was called Star Films 98. Um, uh, but people found out and started mass disliking the video, which is Max's words, not mine. I personally do not think it was a mass dislike raid. It was just like, oh, you shouldn't have come back this soon. Like, just come back when people actually don't remember you. Because it's clear to me that even without my stream, people would have suspected that it was you. Like, from the art style and everything, people know your art style, whether it is objectively bad or not. Uh, but yeah, he has now privated the stream and will start releasing content onto YouTube when he has a good amount of subscribers. which really glad I did not go down this route. Because I just enjoy making content in general. All right, and like I'm not gonna pressure myself with due dates and blah blah blah. Despite me loving to get crap done, especially with my uh uh Golden Gojirowan projects, fantastic Gojirowan12 movie, which uh has the name has now been changed to the fantastic GoldenHorned movie. Um, because instead of Goji, I am trying to separate Goji a bit more from the Godzilla franchise, right? And I'm just gonna name him Golden Horned Rowan, or uh or just Rowan. Know what I mean? But he will still be referred by Goji. Like I do not care. His name's just been Goji for so long now that it's just like, hey, it is what it is. Like everyone has aliases, and trust me, a creature like Goji definitely has a lot of aliases. But back to what I was saying. Um, but in that, but he made a post about it, and he was saying that I leaked his channel, and that was the reason it got mass disliked. I want to debunk that claim. I'm just gonna point out, first of all, you did not put down any rules for your new channel, okay? So that is all on you, as you also stated in the rules video on your Instagram. Um, and number two, as I said before, with or without my stream, people would still know it was you, right? People would still know it was you, and they were going to dislike the shit out of that stream anyways. Like, it's like those moments where you look up something completely unrelated, but it's surprisingly related in some way, so that shows up. People are obviously gonna be suspicious. Like, you could look up Sega Man and your new channel would probably pop up, Max. It is what it is. Um, but that's not important. The um the important thing here is that Max again has gotten into a quarrel or spat, I should say, with Bella the Crystal Hedgehog 2020, who, as you guys know, nobody really likes anymore for extremely valid reasons. Well, same as Max, but much, much more valid. Um, which is kind of ironic since uh Max and Bella are kind of similar in a few ways. Like, I'm just saying, they do dumb shit despite them knowing that they're able to move past that, and they know better, but they choose not to. All right? It is like, man, and there's just all these things where it's just like, oh, well, I'm going to expose Bella again. Who wants to watch her reputation go up in flames again? Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, it would have been warranted if you didn't do, like, your reaction would have been warranted if you didn't do the shit that you did. Remember? The Venus stuff, the Drago stuff, all of that. In fact, I'm pretty sure you called Drago an asshole on one of your streams, okay? Because you said a specific asshole in the Thomas fandom got me disliked. Max, I'm sorry, but that was not Drago. At all. That was not him whatsoever. He was doing it to protect the people that you saddened and the people you low-key friggin' scarred, okay? With your account ratings and your follower ratings and all that other stuff. Like, it does not go both ways. Drago did not do that shit. Now, considering that it's clear that you watch some of my content, okay? It's clear that you watch some of my content since you have YouTube fully again. You have an account again. Which for your comfort, I will not reveal. But you did that with you were a 1K Sonic tuber, okay? As cringy as that sounds. You were well, not up there, but you were pretty close to being up there, right? And look now, you're practically a Christian. Not in terms of trolling, perhaps, but in people hating you for very valid reasons, and then for saying that, oh, it's not my fault. Like, let me tell you this, okay? Do you want to know why that, after the, my response stream on Drago's response to your channel was just not, like, I'll admit, my response to Drago was not good in the slightest. But it's all patched up now. It really is all patched up. Me and Drago talked it out like civilized people, and we're Gucci again. Okay? At least in terms of like, hey, thank you for accepting your L. Now if you want to talk, we can talk. So, yeah, it's pretty much like that. And like, he's still friends with a lot of my friends, okay? TJ, Comrade, Showa, perfect examples. Like, Comrade being the best example, considering overall, Comrade still talks with you, man. And like, the thing is, when I made that thing, Drago was angry. He was validated to feel angry. Aside from a few other reasons, which I will not reveal out of respect for Drago. But he did not send his goddamn fans after me. Sure, some of them did just do it themselves after they watched a stream responding to the whole thing. But he didn't want that to happen. And now that we've actually talked to each other, it really shows. We have no hatred towards each other. It's settled. But you keep bringing these things up when you could be dealing with this privately. Privately, my man. And then your fans get involved, and then it becomes this whole thing, bro. Ironically, it was going quite well, since you were just telling off Bella straight off the bat, okay? But then it just leads to more shit, man. Now, I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I do not mean to. Um, but never in my life would I make so many parallels throughout my entirety of a YouTube uploader, or at least in my career of a YouTube uploader. That's what I meant. Sorry, I cannot grammar today. It was kind of an off day, so mind me if I jumble my words up. But oh yeah, I also want to mention this. You, me, and Michael went to the beach a week ago, maybe a week ago. Like, and that was before me and Drago were Gucci again. That was before we talked it out in like some type of way. Um, I would reveal the conversation, but I don't know if Drago comfortable with that, and I don't know if other people are comfortable with that. But I just want to know again, we're Gucci in terms of like, we're good with each other. Um, I mean, but considering that we're both still friends with Venus, maybe there still is hope that maybe our friendship can be fully patched up, but who knows? Who knows? I cannot tell the future, despite me doing so on a few times. Um, but at the end of the day, that was not worth it since it just ended with the entire roleplay girlfriends versus Venus scenario, which just sucked ass. Um, but you also brought up at the beach, whereas like you were discussing your channel change, and Michael was asking, "Well, why did you change it?" And it was like, "Oh, well, Goji over here made me. I was kind of forced to change my OC by Goji." Now, I also want to bring this up. No one forced you to do anything. You technically deleted your channel of your own accord, which which made a lot of people's days very good on that day, which is both petty but also understandable, considering it was almost all the people you've had controversies with, like freaking Nars, Neon, Drago, all that. And and thing is, like, your fandom was pretty much based off of people just with suck ass Sonic OCs or Thomas OCs. And it became this whole thing where like OCs related to copyrighted things are entering my channel simply because they're friends of yours or acquaintances of mine. And that really bummed me out because I'm legit trying to run my own show here without anything else that's too overly copyrighted to get into the mix. And during the Dark Ages, it did, considering you were so proud about your Sega Man character. Now, I will admit this, I was the first to actually step up and criticize your OC. I was the first one to criticize it. But you were never forced to change it. Maddox, if you want the whole dish, then just uh go back to the beginning of the stream. Um, and even Michael like knew this too. I had nothing to do with your OC change. Like it was nothing like that. In fact, Maddox, and Michael had a discussion uh in the library about our YouTube careers, okay, and how it's been going. Maddox is a commenter, but he also releases his own dinosaur art and fantasy dragon art on different apps other than YouTube. Then there's Michael, who makes joke content, and considering the person that he is, he's really good at it. And then there's me, who's like the full-on content creator here. Right, I make music videos. I make, well, practically full-length movies. Um, I make specials. I make skits. I make streams. Like, it is what it is, and people genuinely like my characters. People genuinely want me to continue using them in projects, but despite your mindset, that was not the case with you. That was not the case with you. You want to know why? Because it was just another Sonic OC, bro. And it is what it is. So the thing is, bro, you gotta, if you want people to like your OC, right? Then make it an OC. OC means original character, okay? Not parallel to something else. That is fan character. That is icy in terms of inspired characters. That's what it stands for. Inspired characters. But not even that. Sega Man was just a blue shadow. So overall, it's just an RO. It's just an ROC ripoff character. That's pretty much what Sega Man was, and people and and sure, I was the first on YouTube to go up and criticize your character, because a character like that should be criticized. But then other people started doing it, like among our friend group, and started criticizing it. That wall, that that wall of ego finally crashed, but it was still there, and that itty bitty bit was with Bella and Amy, okay? But now that Bella is a full-on enemy to you now, thanks to her pedophilia, homophobia, and just weird ass shit, and Amy is not even important to you anymore. We don't even know what she's doing anymore. Like, and with all the controversy that your character has been getting in, like criticizing other characters, no, other characters' details, even though yours was the worst one overall, it's it's hypocrisy at its worst. Now, some people may say that I'm a hypocrite. Well, yes, I will say now I am indeed a hypocrite. On during times, but at least I admit it. That's why people are still here watching me. I admit my flaws, and practically almost everything is forgiven unless it was a really shitty thing, and even then, I own up to most of it too. But you didn't do that, man. You didn't do that. Which and which leads to this. Like, man, Jesus. What else am I supposed to say? I'm not mad at it, and I'm not even disappointed at it. And again, if people are thinking that this is supposed to back up Max. Trust me, it isn't. After all that's happened, I am, at least from a online standpoint in terms of drama, I am not helping him. He is on his own. Um, and I think that's a fair statement. Eh, like so much has happened in so little time. It happened in the span of like, I don't know, 2 months at least, maybe three, like December of last year. But like it seems that nothing was learned from neither side of this. Only people who freaking grew from this was me, Venus, and Drago. That's it. We were the only people who grew in any type of way. And of course, it's great to see you finally against Bella, since you finally freaking acknowledge her actions, like not as pesters and not as annoyance, but as low-key pedophilic threats. Mmm. It's still just such a no-no. I feel that you realized it too late. It's April now, and it's almost May. And soon enough, it's gonna be summer break. But, Max, if you end up watching this too, I just wanted to let you know I love you, bro. But Drago was so right on so many things, man. He was. Or should I say, is. But, with that being said, that's my response thing, kinda. Um, perhaps a part two will be perhaps a part two will be needed, definitely. But as of right now, tis the end. Again, go ask me some questions on the my recent video I just made. It's called Announcements. Uh, I am doing a Q&A special, and it is going to be like Jonosaurus um asking, no, like telling what my viewers no, telling my viewers questions for the Goji group are. Okay, so put down some questions. And as for Ari, perhaps we could call because I really need your help. I suck at doing a Sabrosa voice. Um, like I'm just not fit for Sabrosa whatsoever. Like with characters like Penny Parasaurolophus and stuff like that. Like then like my voice is kind of validated. It's supposed to be a Mel Blanc moment, but overall it's just like no, I can't do I can't do like Sabrosa characters like that. Um but I will be writing lines during the call, and I will well, for like the skit portion of it. But again, people need to ask questions. So I can also have like some lines, right? So there we go. But anyways, guys, this was your boy Goji, and I'll see y'all later. If a second stream for this is needed, then it is what it is. Okay, that as of right now, sayonara and have a golden day. Um, so ciao.